The Great Plateau is basically the halfway point of an any percent speedrun. It's the one linear section of the entire game. You're supposed to complete each segment in a specific order, watch nearly all the cutscenes, and finish with collecting the paraglider. But that's not what happened. In the scramble to complete the game as fast as possible, speedrunners have tore open the tutorial segment of Breath of the Wild in an attempt to save every second possible. So I present the Shattered Plateau and the attempts to skip the whole thing. First, let's look at what an intended playthrough would look like. There are 6 events that are supposed to be required to take place. First, obtaining the tower. Once you get far away enough from the Shrine of Resurrection where Link wakes up, Zelda will mark the tower on your minimap, where you would then walk to and place the Sheikah Slate. Then, the tower rises up, and you obtain the map for the Great Plateau. Next, a small cutscene with a mysterious old man, and you are told to complete the next 4 events. You must collect 1 spirit orb from each of the 4 shrines scattered around the plateau. If you attempt to access the shrines before obtaining the tower, you'll find that you can't open the door, letting you enter the shrines. The order in which you complete the shrines is optional, but you still have to get all 4 spirit orbs. Finally, you have to travel to the Temple of Time and obtain the paraglider, letting you jump from the plateau and glide to victory. The first thing that was attempted is to simply skip everything and just jump off the plateau. While a fall damage cancel glitch was discovered, it turns out that height wasn't the only thing preventing the skip. There's 2 separate loading zones that bring Link back to the plateau if you try to leave. One is a circle around the bottom of the structure that pulls you to the last safe place you were standing. The other is a vertical box around the entire place that brings you back to the Shrine of Resurrection if you manage to get out that far. There's a gap between the 2 zones, meaning you can technically land outside the plateau, but that's not getting any closer to beating the game, seeing as the vertical one stops you from going any further. The idea was shelved for now, and runners focused on completing the plateau itself as fast as possible. At first it started nearly as intended, but then a new discovery would shake things up. Shrine of Resurrection clip. When in a corner with the correct collision, you can face the wall and use the scope to flip around 180 degrees. This should place Link's feet out of bounds and will fall through the wall. By stacking these boxes and climbing into the gap, you can scope clip out of bounds and skip 2 major cutscenes. One of them starts the time of day and weather cycles, meaning it saves time and you don't have to worry about rain. While the movement between locations was improved, no major discoveries were added to the route. That was until 2018. Shield clipping was a glitch discovered by TKA, Nico, Squiffy22, and a number of other people. By ending a shield surf on a slope, the angle is stored. This is called a skew. You can use the skew by shield surfing again. At the end of the shield surf animation, Link will pivot to the angle of the stored skew. By getting a proficient skew, then shield surfing against a wall, Link will pivot, putting his feet out of bounds. Then the rest of his body will snap through the wall as he returns to his normal orientation. With this newfound power of passing through walls, we can completely skip getting the tower and instead clip through the side of each shrine and bypass the sealed door. By shield clipping into every shrine, there's no longer a need to get the tower. The same year, yet another huge discovery was made. Bullet time bounces. Discovered by a Chinese runner, whose name I won't try to pronounce. By shield surfing onto a bokoblin in bullet time, you can then cancel the slow-mo state and get launched across the map. Combine this with the fall damage cancel and you have a very efficient method of travel. Now we have an established, officially broken route. Clip out of the Shrine of Resurrection, then complete Stasis, Cryonis, Magnesis, and then bombs using bullet time bounces to travel. One final discovery of 2018 is a faster setup for Shrine of Resurrection clip. No more messing around with boxes. The record was brought down for around a year until yet another discovery came around. Found by Sarugashi, a Wim Bomb is performed by jumping into bullet time, placing 2 bombs behind you, and then detonating one which slams the other into Link, sending him flying. This wouldn't change the route, seeing as you cannot fall damage cancel out of a Wim Bomb. It was still used twice at the end of the run, seeing as it doesn't require basically any setup. And that's around where the route stands. Just kidding, new major glitch! I promise this is the last one. On September 4th, 2021, Legend of Link discovered literal levitation. BLSS, or Bow Lift Smuggle Slide, is performed by glitching a bomb onto Link's arm, overlapping his hitbox. Then, you need another glitch that makes the game not update Link's Y position, aka height, when you step up on a ledge. Combining these two lets you get pushed by the bomb at high speeds through the air without falling. The only disadvantage is not being able to get any height from it. With a combination of Wim Bomb and BLSSs, the route was finally changed to get bombs first, moving on to Magnesis, Stasis, and then finishing with Cryo. The time was brought down and down until May 31st, 2022, where the runner Koroks achieved a 12-minute 52-second time. While not flawless, this run is insanely well performed and is probably not going to get much lower without more major discoveries. Well, maybe that's exactly what we would get. This is it, the Holy Grail of Breath of the Wild. Skipping the Great Plateau, it isn't allowed in speedruns. Basically, for the 2 loading zones to disappear, the game checks if you have a paraglider. If you have the glider, the loading zones won't appear. Therefore, when Legend of Link discovered the legendary glitch Memory Storage, which allows you to pull any items from a save file into a new game, including the paraglider, that meant you could simply BLSS off the plateau and head straight for Ganon. However, looking at the leaderboard rules, any glitch that persists through starting a new game is banned. Still, it's possible, and that's all that matters, kind of. Thanks for watching. Let me know what you think of this style of video. Also, feel free to check out my Discord, where we chat and also give updates about future videos and live streams on Twitch. Alright, have a good one.